Hello, everyone. Just a very quick video. This is Ron Aledo from Miami. I just wanted to tell you how extraordinary the day was today. Zelensky, today, 28 February 2025, he went to the White House, which is propaganda tour, like Vice President Biden, Vance said. He went with his propaganda tour, and everything went bad for him. He openly challenged Vance. He openly challenged Trump, and that was the end of it. There was a very heated argument between Trump and Vance on one side and Zelensky on the other side. And it was about time. And it was a happy moment. It was a happy moment. Finally, someone told the truth to Zelensky on his face. We need to understand this. Trump and Vance, they are real conservative. They are paleo-conservative. They are not neocons. They are not globalists. Remember, a globalist neocon of the center right is the same thing, exactly the same thing as a globalist neocon of the center left. That's why in Europe, in the sad Europe of today, in the post-Christian Europe of today, we can see that everybody, with the exception of Orban, Orban is a paleoconservative, but with the exception of Orban, everybody else in Europe is a neocon globalist, regardless if you are a center right or you are a center left government. They are the same thing. They represent the same position. And today, true paleoconservative told Zelensky the truth in his face. And that is a moment of celebration. It's a moment of celebration. It was about time that somebody tell this clown, this puppet, the truth. And today, Trump did it. Today is the definitive divorce between the Trump administration, the United States, and the globalist neocon sect that governs Europe today. Today was the separation. It began in Munich, Germany, München, Deutschland, when Vice President Vance went over there and with his amazing speech, he told the Europeans, Russia is not the problem, China is not the problem, you are the problem. You are the problem. You and your woke policies. You putting people in jail because of tweets, because of opinions. Shame on you. That was the start of this divorce. But today, 28 February, is the real divorce. Trump and Vance told the rest of the world, especially the European Union, the post-Christian fake Europe of the European Union, that's it. This is it. Your poster boy, Zelensky, is not going to manipulate us. He came with his propaganda picture, with his speech, and the word is very easy to understand. Russia's bad, we're good. Russia's bad, we're good. White and black, white and black. But Trump and Vance, they know better. They are not naive, useful idiots that will swallow the propaganda, that will swallow the white and black world. They know what's going on. They understand the root cause of this war. They understand the difference between the Ukrainians of the north and the west, and the Ukrainians of the south and the east that speak Russian, that see themselves as Russians, that have family in Russia, that belong to the Russian Orthodox Church or the Ukrainian equivalent of the Russian Orthodox Church, loyal to the Patriarch of Moscow. They understand that. They know the root case of this war was the expansion of the NATO to the east. They understand that Project Ukraine, the obsession of the neocons globalists on making Ukraine a puppet of the woke post-Christian West, is the cause of this war. And they told to Zelensky Shut up. Shut up. We don't want to listen to your propaganda. We don't like to listen to your lies. We are not Biden. You are not going to fool us. We're not your usual idiot. Shut up. Shame on you. Shame on you. You are risking nuclear war. You are putting in danger the life of hundreds of millions of people that will die if there is a nuclear war. They told that on his face. So you should look for peace and stop doing this thing. And listen, the root cause of why Zelensky is so desperate is because now he's beginning to understand how fool he was and how criminal he was. Make no mistake, Zelensky is not only a puppet, but he's a criminal puppet. Why? Because in March of 2022 in Istanbul, Turkey, 4 weeks after the war started, the Russians were this close, very close, to sign a peace agreement with Ukraine. And it was a very easy, moderate peace agreement. Listen, keep Ukraine out of NATO. We cannot allow an Ukraine member of NATO because that's an existential threat to Russia. So keep yourself neutral, out of NATO. And please give freedom to the Ukrainians of the Donbass, of the Ukrainians of the East and the South. They don't like you. They don't see Ukraine as a different country. They see themselves as Russian. They see Donbass as historical part of Russia. They feel part of all the Russias. They speak Russian. They have family in Russia. They are loyal to the Patriarch of Moscow. They belong to the Russian Orthodox Church. So please just give them the freedom. Stay out of NATO. Give freedom to the people of the East and South of Ukraine. That's it. That was the peace agreement in Istanbul, Turkey in March of 2022. And they already have a draft of it. But Zelensky did not sign it in March of 2022. Why? Because Biden and Boris Johnson, the former prime minister of the United Kingdom, they told Zelensky to not sign. Biden sent Boris Johnson to Kiev to talk to Zelensky and tell him, do not sign. Don't sign that paper. And Zelensky, what are you talking about? We want to stop the war. Not a lot of people have died. It's only 4 weeks of war, but we want to stop it. And Boris Johnson, no, don't sign. Keep fighting. Fight until the last Ukrainian. Fight to the end. We will give you everything. Everything. We will give you bullets and weapons and missiles and mortars and we're going to give you satellites and we're going to give you drones. We're going to give you hundreds, thousands of millions of dollars until the end, until you defeat Russia. Really? Yes, really. Don't sign, don't sign. Okay, I will not sign. And he did not sign. And because he did not sign that paper in Istanbul in March of 2022, today 700,000 Ukrainians are dead and the country is destroyed. Thank you, Zelensky. You, Zelensky, you have on your hands the blood of those 700,000 Ukrainians that you did not save back in March of 2022 in Istanbul, Turkey. Now, Zelensky is trying to manipulate Trump into continue with the promise of Biden. And Trump told him, nah, stop. I am not the idiot of Biden. That's what Trump told him today. He gave you hundreds of thousands of millions, thousands of millions of dollars, billions of dollars he gave you. He gave you everything. But I am not Biden. He was an idiot. I'm not. There is a new sheriff on town, like Vice President Vance said a few weeks ago. Zelensky is finding out that that promise of Boris Johnson and that promise of Biden is dead. Trump don't have any intention of following that promise that Biden gave to Zelensky. And that is the problem. That is why Zelensky is so desperate. He's desperate. But you told me in March of 2022, you will give me everything. I did not say anything. It was Biden, the guy who was here prior to me. It was not me, it was Biden. And Trump told him, and he's an idiot. Biden is an idiot. I'm not. And that is the main issue. What will Europe do now? Well, Europe is lost. There is no such thing as a Europe now. What we have today is a fake Europe, a post-Christian Europe, with the exception of Hungary, maybe of sometimes of Austria. But it's insane what they did to in Austria just recently. All the centrist parties, they united against the biggest party, the Freedom Party of Austria. So the whole continent is lost, with very few exceptions, like Orban. So Europe will go on rage. Shame on you, Trump! How dare you talk like that to our poster boy, to our creation, to our puppet? How dare you? And they will take a picture with him this Sunday or whenever, and we're with you, Zelensky, for the freedom of the world, blah, blah, blah. But at the end, Europe cannot do much. Let's be honest. They don't have the money, the resources, they don't have the logistics, they don't have the intelligence to share. Trump told Zelensky, if it's not were for the United States, the whole war will have ended in weeks. The only thing sustaining the Ukrainian army from the total destruction is the United States help and aid, and thousands of millions of dollars. That's it. When you remove that from the equation, and I'm not talking about the weapons, I'm talking about the money to pay all the soldiers and the money to pay all the civilian employees of the Ukrainian government. I'm talking about the real-time intelligence, the satellite pictures, the spy satellites, the spy drones pictures, all these SIGINT, humid technology advisors that the United States is sharing with Ukraine. Why don't you take that out of the equation? Maybe thanks to the neocons and the globalists in Germany, in France, and the United Kingdom, maybe Ukraine can continue for 4, 5, 6, 7 months. But after that, it's going down. It's going completely down. The United States is the essential piece that keep this project Ukraine alive. And today Trump made it very clear, this central piece is out. We are out. Zelensky, you are by your own, and we don't care. Shame on you. You have blood on your hands. You, Zelensky, you could have saved 700,000 Ukrainians back in March of 2022 by signing the peace agreement in Istanbul, Turkey, and you did not do it. Shame on you. It's a happy day. It's a happy day because we have a pro-Christian civilization, a pro-Christian paleo-conservative president here in America that is resurrecting the real Christian civilization here in the United States, finally divorcing completely in words and deeds from the neocon globalist Europe, from the fake post-Christian Europe and the war fake woke countries, the globalists, the neocons, the woke mob. We have a complete divorce today. And that is the happy thing. That's the glorious thing. That is the good thing. The United States, President Trump and Vice President Vance told Zelensky on his face truth. Hard, beautiful truth. It was about time that somebody tell this clown some truth on his face. And today, Trump and Vance did it. And remember, the truth will make you free. Never, ever sacrifice truth because you want to be polite, because you want to be diplomatic, because you want to be nice. No. You can sacrifice many things, but never, ever, ever sacrifice the truth, the one that makes us free. And today, for that reason, it was a wonderful, beautiful, happy day. The complete divorce of the United States, the pro-Christian civilization, United States from world globalism, from the neocons. And that alone makes today a very happy day. Thank you, everyone. We'll be until next time.